Here's a small review on a few Shimano reels that we use here in the Monterey Bay, Santa Cruz, Moss Landing, up to the Delta, and also San Luis Reservoir. These are Shimano Calcutta C50s. I mean, these are great for casting. This one I got it with 30-pound braid, and this one it is 75-pound braided for big lures, and the other one is Calcutta 400B. These things are, I mean, they're great reels, and real smooth. Can't go wrong with them. The only bad thing, I guess, is just you gotta get used to the settings, and once you learn how to cast them, then they're great. I mean, when I first bought them, I mean, burst nest left and right, and I hated them. But now these are some of the best reels I've had. These I usually mainly use them in fresh water for striper. These are my ocean reels that I use. This is one that I use for mooching, rock cod, salmon, sea bass, and this is a Shimano Tekota 600 with a line counter. These reels are great, especially when the fishes are up high, especially rock cod or blue cod. I mean, you just get on them, and with a line counter you know exactly where you're at. So this is a great reel, and for mooching you can't go wrong with this one. Another reel that I use for trolling, it is a Shimano tl20, and mostly I use this one for trolling for salmon here in Monterey Bay, Santa Cruz, and this is a great reel. I mean, it's not that expensive and it's really good. The other reel that I use for striper and salmon, and usually freshwater up in the Delta, is the new stradic ci4, and this is a 4000 with 35 pound I believe braid, and this is a great reel, really lightweight, some of the best reels I think that Shimano makes, and I mean, you can't go wrong with Shimano. The other reel that I have, it's another spinning. It's a Shimano Sienna. These are about 30 bucks. I mean, for the price you can't beat them. But I usually keep a few of these around, especially if my nephews are coming by and going fishing with me. I don't want to give them a $300 reel like this that they can dump off the boat. So I usually keep a few of these and let them cast, so if they break or anything, it's not that bad, especially kids, how they are. So these are a few of my reels, and like I said, most of these are paired with 8'6" lamy glass, some Loomis GL2s. This one, I usually use a lamy glass for big big lures, especially about 6 to 7 ounce lures for big stripers. I mean, this reel, I mean, handles all the pressure, so it's a great reel to have. On this one, I usually use an ugly stick. Usually I use ugly sticks for the ocean. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a good rod and put it in the ocean and have all the salt water just eat them up. So usually for salt water I keep a couple of ugly sticks. This one I usually pair it up with a ugly stick tiger for trolling for salmon, and it works out great. I mean, can't beat it. For this one, I paired it up with a 8'6" spinning lamy glass X11 rod, and it works great. I mean, I've used this one for striper too, and it works good. This one, I just use any cheap little rod that I find. Like I said, these are for my nephews, little nieces that want to try fishing for the first time. I know they dropped it already a couple of times where I had to glue it, so I mean, it's better this than the stradic 4000 I mean. So this is a few of my reels that I use here in the Monterey Bay, to the Delta, to San Luis Reservoir.